Okay, hello everybody, welcome back to the coding chamber. So, you all may be very confused. You're seeing something weird, you're seeing weird words shot at your face. Do not worry. This is Java. You may be worried suddenly that I will not finish my Python programming tutorial. I will be finishing that. I simply think that I know Java better. I'm more comfortable with it, and it is a more broadly used language, so I think it's important to teach people. So we're gonna should probably take you through how to actually download what I'm using right now. So you're gonna open up an instance of Google Chrome or whatever thing you're gonna choose. You're just gonna go netbeans.org, go there, download NetBeans, right there. Don't download the beta, just download the normal thing. Don't download the beta. And then next, what you need, so you've downloaded NetBeans, you're all good. Actually, do this in reverse order when I'm showing you. Go Java download, and then go to java.com. Or, no, this is sketchy, whatever. Go to Java, download Java 8, and then download NetBeans IDE. And then you should be good. Okay? That's all you need. Then you'll start up NetBeans. You'll get something that looks kind of generally not like this. I'll just exit here. I'll show you what it looks like up on startup. Kind of just jumping into this. It was an impulse decision. It's rash. So you're going to get something like this. It's going to be like NetBeans. It's going to say 8.02 for you. I have not updated my NetBeans because that 0.02 does not matter that much. So you can get a start page like this. Go up here into this little thing where you see this. Click that. You're gonna make a new Java application. Just go like that. Click next. Name it wherever you're at. I'm just gonna use this teaching. So this is just simply a project where all your stuff goes. And then you're gonna see this. And this is very scary suddenly because there's lots of words. Lots of them, and you don't know what a class is, and what's this? This doesn't look like. This is a function. It's actually a method. They're pretty much the same thing. So let's not talk about any of this. Let's do the thing we all do when we enter a new environment. Act calmly, and say hello world. And that is what you need to do. Okay? Nothing super special, nothing fancy. Type system.out.println into the public static void main. I'm not going to talk about any of this right now because that's a whole other deal. I'm not going to talk about any of this. I'm not going to talk about any of this. Just a lot of weird, complicated stuff that is more complicated than I don't think we want to talk about in this video. So that's what you need to do. So just type out this statement. And so pretty much you can compare this to the exact same statement. It's the equivalent statement of print in Python. That is what it is. Yes, and as you may immediately notice, Java is more syntactically heavy. Yes, it is. Like, to define a function, you obviously need a lot of stuff. Usually, you need like two, where it's more syntactically heavy. You need all these weird curly braces, and then you need this. If you tried to compile this and it screamed at you, it's probably because you missed the semicolon, or you did something wrong. For example, let's do something really wrong. This should scream at me. Yeah, it screams at me. Because notice I changed nothing but the double parentheses. So double parentheses in Java is string, single parentheses is character, which is pretty much a single letter. So now we're going to go up here, we're going to click this big green arrow, and then it will run. And you go down here, and we have output. Actually, I should probably, here, that's just, yeah, right there, output. So it just says, hello world, and we've made our first, we've entered into the scary big world of Java. good job. I'm not going to leave this video here, even though maybe that would be a good idea. I'm going to continue on a bit longer, and let's talk about variables. Variables are very different in Java. They're a whole other deal of scariness and complexity that, albeit, Python probably does better. Python probably does a lot of things better. It has managed to create a very syntactically light programming language, which I will, give it to. It's a very easy introductory language, and if you're unfamiliar with such things, go there. So, what we're going to do, if you're unfamiliar with like variables and stuff, Java's probably not the best introduction. You should probably go watch the Programming with Python tutorial series, because that one will introduce you better to just the whole weird stuff, because you don't have to worry about a lot of syntax. But that's, I digress, Java. So, first thing you need to do is you need to always specify a data type when you're making a variable. So you know how in Python there's really no data type? There's one in here. I should probably stop referencing Python, but there's a data type, right? So, for example, if I want to make a variable that is going to store a number, I need to type int, which is short for integer, which can store up to some, I think it's like 2,300,000, something like that. So it does have a limit. There's a whole lot of different data types. There's ints, there's different stuff. So int, and say, I don't know, my variables can be number. Yeah, number will work. Don't do this. Don't do that. Don't do that's bad. That is not a variable. So you do int number, and let's set it to 10,000, right? And then we do have to put the semicolon to tell the compiler we're ending this statement. So that's one data type we know about. What's another? Well, we know about the string. Now you're probably immediately confused. Why is that uppercase? You ask yourself. Well, that is not going to talk about that right now. I think there might be a lowercase data type. I believe it might not scream at you. Nope, it screams at you. Just do uppercase. No, you know what's screaming at me actually. There might be. Nope. The reason it's uppercase is because it's an object, and that's a word you probably don't know. So you're really like, that wasn't very helpful. That just kind of confused me more. It's fine. When we get to object-oriented, everything will click into place. I do not know why they did it this way. They just did. Java does have its flaws. It is a very flawed programming language. Some people just despise it. So, you could go back to your sweet bastion of Python and scripting languages, but, this is very important. It is a non-scripting language. It's more heavy, has publics and voids and statics and weird stuff like that, return types. Those are a lot of words you probably don't know what mean. Anyway, we've learned things here. That's my string. Now, let's use our handy-dandy print statement to print out the number plus the word. And then let's run this. Alright, so we're going to run it, and we're going to see down here our beautiful output. So, thank you all for watching. This is the first of, I believe, many to come Java tutorials. I'll probably go more in depth with Java than I do Python. Python is simply meant to be an introductory to all the basic programming concepts you need to know, because it is very syntactically light, so you don't have to worry about all that jumble. But I know Java better, I know C# better, I know these kind of languages better, so I'm going to probably go more in depth with this one, especially because I personally am trying to teach myself to be better at Java, as I'm trying to do more stuff with Java. It's really nice to be able to write a program on a Windows device, put it on USB, and plug it into a Mac and have it run just fine. So, where that's not really doesn't happen with some languages. So, thank you for watching. If you have any questions, ask them down in the comments. If you liked it, click that like button. If you want to subscribe. So, goodbye.